Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspired Nation. I believe it just started with the word ending across the screen. That's kind of how things feel right now, aren't they? Things feel a little weird. Things feel a little backwards. Things feel a little bit like they're falling apart. I have a Hana bear that is about to crash the show as we're starting. And please let me know in the chat here if I am showing up on camera right now, because it's been a very interesting evening. So I channeled before this show. Okay, Hana Bear, careful what you pick up right now. I channeled before the show. I knew what was coming up, and I kept checking to see if what took place, and then it did. However, my topic wasn't specifically on Biden withdrawing and what that meant. My topic was on how we heal our hearts and heal ourselves and the pain and the discomfort and the chaos that we're going through at this time. Do you want to speak to this before I dive into things?
Yeah.
Yeah? What would you like to say?
Baby Tino.
You want to say Baby Chino? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like Baby Chinos?
Yes.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
Did you play at the beach today?
Yeah.
Did you make mud pancakes?
Yeah.
Did you try eating a mud pancake?
Yeah.
How did it taste?
Okay.
Good. She liked the mud pancakes. Is the election any concern at all of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is there a particular person that you want to win?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jessica.
Jessica. There you have it. And she never called her Jessica. So you want Jessica for president?
Yeah.
Do you want Jessica for world ruler?
Yeah.
Do you want Jessica for leader of the free universe?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What's that? They don't know who Jessica is? Jessica is Pookie. Jessica is who? Who else would you call Jessica?
I don't know.
I don't know. Would you call her Mama Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica is Mama Bear. I
Yeah.
know. Is there anything else that you want to share with people other than Mama Bear for world leader?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? What do you want to share? Oh, yes, it's moving day for us. And so you're sharing our U-Haul key as it is moving day. So are you excited?
Yeah.
Did you like the new house?
Yeah.
Are you excited to move into the new house? Do you like your new room?
Yeah.
Do you like your red chair in your room?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I know, that's good fun. So is there anything else you want to say before we dive into everything here, channeled and unchanneled, about what's going on in the world tonight?
Yeah.
What do you want to share?
I know.
You don't know. I think that's what I'm going to say tonight is as I go into channeling, as I listen to the angels and guides, I can say I don't know as well. And I think that's about where we all are in the world right now. Yeah, we are in a place of unknowingness. Mama Bear, when you leave here, can you flip the camera so that I can see the camera too? Thank you so much. Although actually with eCam, maybe you don't even have to do that. So before we go into the teaching, I was told President Biden would be dropping out. And I just kept checking to see when that took place. And then Aya Bear contacted me and she said he dropped out. And the real big question is, and I don't care if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, if you're a zebra, if you're anything. This is all one planet. There are no sides on a round planet. And it is all about love. So the question we get to ask is, what is last week's assassination attempt? This week's dropout? What do all of these things mean for us? Not just on a presidential scale, not even just on a planetary scale, but what do they mean for our hearts? Ultimately, it's something I've been talking with Jessica. Yeah, oh, great, you're attached to the power cord. Well, this is exciting. Maybe we can plug the power cord back in to the computer. That would be really fun, wouldn't it? Plugging the power cord back into the computer. No, she wants the power cord. How are we doing on battery? We're doing great. Okay. Let's back up for a minute here. There are no sides on a round planet. So Aya Bear was talking with me earlier, and she goes, I'm concerned. Could this turn into a political talk tonight? Could people get really upset that it's a political talk? I'm going to check my pulse. Yeah, I still have a pulse, still fully human. But guess what? There is so much more that's going on than meets the eye. There is so much more that's taking place on planet Earth than this election. Whether you're in America or I'm visiting Quebec right now, there is so much more. Now, what I consistently hear from the angels and guides is the world is changing. The world is falling apart before our eyes. So when they say the world is not, everything is going to be fine, all systems, all old systems are falling apart. All old leaders, forgive me, are falling apart. All old ways of being are falling apart. Even the Constitution, people are going, well, if this person gets in, that's going to wreck the Constitution. If these people stay in power, that's going to wreck the Constitution. Guess what? It's a document written by rich white men who said all men are created equal while they owned slaves. Think about that for a minute. It has to fall apart, as Awaken Love for Yourself says. It has to fall apart for a new earth to be born. Done deal, end of story. So we can follow the news and we can get totally freaked out no matter what side we're on. We can get totally freaked out. Why? The news wants you freaked out. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The news, first off, wanted Joe Biden's head on a platter. Why? It sells papers, or proverbial papers at this point. Now what they're going to try to do is get the most balanced election they can. Why? Because the closer it is, the more they sell papers. So they're going to tug at your heartstrings. They're going to say, oh, it's definitely going to go this way. And you're going to go, oh, no. And they're going to say, no, but it's definitely going to go this way. And you're going to go, oh, no. And they're going to go, well, it's supposed to go this way, but it might go the other. Oh, no. And the really bad news is it was supposed to go this way, and now it's going to... The angels and guides say there's so much more going on than meets the eye. It's about this. It's about healing this on an individual level. It's about healing it on a collective level as well. It's what I've been teaching in my School of Mystics, is that we can change this world by what's done on the inside. And when the energies go up, when the emotions go high, when you say, you're doing it to this country, you're doing it to this world, we get to bring it back to a place of love. Stardust 29 is going, is this the beginning of a new paradigm shift? We are in the shift. We get to wear our booties right now because we are wading through the shift. This is it. It ain't coming. It's not the shift is coming. The new earth is coming. The new world is coming. We are in the new world. We are living on the new earth. We are in the middle of a paradigm shift. And if you think that they're just going to choose, whoever they is just going to choose a candidate and that's going to take care of everything, or we're just going to go this other direction and that's going to take care of anything. No, I'm sorry. The angels declare very strongly, we are just in the beginning of this. Now, there are things we can do. Somebody's saying untangling the web of money laundering. Absolutely. If we untangle the webs in our hearts right now, everything else takes care of itself. It doesn't mean that we don't pay attention to what's going on in the world around us. It's something that I've been taught so many years, and it's something that I've been teaching. Prudence. Which is, we understand that there's a higher game at play. We understand that there's so much more going on than meets the eye. And we still look both ways before we cross the road. Which is to say, if we feel we can take action, we take action. And at the same time, we understand that the greatest action, as Lily is saying, no one is going to save us. We have the power to create the world we want to live in. Absolutely. I want to empower you here tonight. I want to empower you that you are the greatest change agent. I want to elect you. 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 Why? All change comes from the inside. If we can go to the Roman Catholic Church, forgive me, I'm not picking on one institution, but we can go to the Roman Catholic Church, we can go to any other political institution that we are familiar with, at least over the last several thousand years. And what do they say? We don't have the power. Give it to the priest. Give it to the guide. Give it to the even the shaman. Give it to the rabbi. Give it to the whomever. They have the power, and that kept us under other people's thumbs. Guess what? Even our elected leaders. Oh, elected leader, please help me. Oh, king, please help me. Oh, president. Oh, ambassador. Oh, prime minister. Mm-mm. You're the prime minister. You're the ambassador. You're the president. You're the king. You're the queen. Whatever you want to call it. The power resides inside of you. So we look at this today, and instead of saying, oh my God, crap is going down, we say, oh my God, and I'm almost wanting to celebrate, but not a celebrating having to do with parties. This is not a political thing. This is not. Somebody's mentioned beforehand that I should say Happy Shine Day. When I looked at President Biden in the images I saw tonight, he was in a lot of pain. I cannot say happy celebrate anybody's pain, period, done deal, end of story. No way. What I can say is happy new paradigm day. Happy the old is falling away day. Happy the new gen is going to have their chance. Woohoo! Yeah, can I elect Hanabear for president? But actually, let's not do top down anymore. Let's not do it that way. Let's do bottom up. What do you mean bottom up? What can you create in your heart? So we've got this new paradigm today. We've got things falling apart. And guess what? They're going to fall apart on both sides. There are no sides. It's going to fall apart on all sides. And it's going to fall apart and fall apart. Here's the thing. No matter who or what gets elected, people ain't going to be happy on the other side. No matter what takes place afterwards, nobody's going to be happy on the other side. Because the system of humanity, the system of capitalism, the system of finances, the system of scarcity, the system of greed. It's all broken. I'm not picking on anyone or anything. Good, great people, but the system ain't working. But what we can do, and then I want to talk about how we can heal our hearts because that's where the answer comes from. What we can do is shift the story from the inside. Yes, Eric, bottoms up. That's what I'm talking about. If you shift the story on the inside and somebody else shifts the story and somebody else shifts the story, we write a new world. We create a new world. What does that mean to what we get to do today? I love the term tabula rasa. It means blank slate. And I'm an old school kind of guy. I love the Etch-a-Sketch. I could never use it well, but at least the metaphor of it is pretty cool. You take these two little dials of magnetic stuff and you make a drawing on the Etch-a-Sketch, and some people were magical at this thing. I wonder if they use some sort of printed magnet on it, is my guess, to actually get these drawings out of it. You get this drawing on it, and then you shake this Etch-a-Sketch up and down, and I'm going, wow, I fell on the ice teaching Hanabear how to skate yesterday. Oh, that feels good. You shake the Etch-a-Sketch up and down, and it erases or goes blank. Today, more than any other recent day in American history, the slate has been cleaned blank, if that's a way to put it. My language skills right now are really, really fuzzy as I'm studying half an hour to an hour a day of French every day, and I'm a French-speaking country. It's interesting. No more than any time in recent history do we have a blank slate. It doesn't matter if you're from the US, and for everybody, if I've been pounding on the table, we're going to back off from that. It doesn't matter if you're in the US, it doesn't matter if you're in France, it doesn't matter if you're in Belgium, it doesn't matter if you're in China, it doesn't matter if you're in Estonia, it doesn't matter where you are. We all have equal power to envision a new earth. Let me say that one more time. Locality doesn't matter. There ain't no such thing as space, there ain't no such thing as time, and there ain't no such thing as non-local. It means that your opinion matters just as much as my opinion matters, just as much as anybody else's opinion about what happens at this time. So, we've got a blank slate. What do we get to do? Well, first and foremost, heal our hearts. And that was the teaching for tonight. And I'm going to jump into that in a minute. Ooh, somebody's mentioning Carteret County in North Carolina. I lived in Carteret County. Actually, technically, I lived on I lived in Emerald Isle. I'm not sure what the exact post is. Um, before the show started, there was a plane crash in Beaufort, North Carolina. Oh, send much love. I don't know what kind of plane crash it was, small or large. That is a place that I lived right outside Beaufort. So I send all my love, all my love, all my love. We have the power to create a new earth now by saying, what do I want it to look like? What do I want a new America to look like? Wouldn't we like to get back to a kind and gentle place, a place where we're all working together as one, a place where the songs actually match what's going on? Wouldn't we like to have a... It's interesting. The U.S., from a cultural perspective, has been a leader. We don't need leaders anymore. We need oneness. We need us all coming together as one, all envisioning a new earth where everybody's opinion matters. Guess what? Energetically, it does. Where everybody's creativity matters. Guess what? Energetically, it does. Guess what? Energetically is where the party is going on. Physicality is heavy. Physicality is dense. Physicality matter. I can throw this stone, and I'm not going to. It's a beautiful stone that Jessica got me from Sedona. It's my prayer stone. It's my love stone. I could throw this into the water, and I could make a decent little splash. But if I go quiet and imagine a new earth and envision it and feel it and see it in my mind's eye, guess what? That image gets cast to others who then envision it and see it and can feel it in their hearts. And guess what? Their vision goes to others who see it and feel it and cast it with their hearts and see it and feel it, cast it with their hearts. That image that I put on my heart, forget about the casting of a stone. Energetically, vavoom, you can change the entire planet. Yes, Miki, the wonders. And isn't that a double entendre? We are the wonders instead of having the leaders. I love it. That's what you are. That's who you are. So the celebration we get to do today is that the slate has been made a little more clear. A little bit more of the system has fallen. And system has fallen, thankfully, without people getting really hurt. So I'm a kind, gentle, easy, good guy. I've had 2 near-death experiences, some really substantial boo-boos in my life. I had a near-death experience followed by a near-death experience 7 years apart, followed by another accident less than a year later where I broke all the bones in front of my heart, above my heart, behind my heart. Oh gosh, golly. Before I was finally cracked wide open and really got the concept of surrender. Since that time, I have told the universe, may I have all my lessons kind, gentle, easy, good. Kind, gentle, easy, good. Kind, gentle, easy, good. I am listening, universe. May I have my lessons kind, gentle, easy, good. And the universe tends to listen. We can have our lessons kind, gentle, easy, good if we put out the image that we want to the universe. And that's what we get to do today. And I don't care what country you're on, what state you're in, what state of consciousness you're in. Put out, impress on your heart what you're looking for. Let's be honest. Are we really looking for any of this stuff that's been going on? Or are we looking for peace? Are we looking for the opposite of scarcity? Are we looking for abundance for all? Are we looking for a new world where we truly rise up, maybe become part of the galactic community? Hello, we ain't alone. What would we really like to see? We can wonder as wanderers, and we can bring it about. So that's what we get to celebrate here. And yes, we have the full buck moon going on. Oh my God, the energy of the full moon is such a powerful time to create. And it's such a powerful time for things to go wacky. But I believe wacky good, and that's what I'm hearing from the angels and guides, meaning things fall apart during a time of a full moon because the gravitational pull. We can all feel it. More people end up in jail. More tides end up going onto shore. More storms end up doing their stormy thing with the power, the gravitational pull of a full moon. We can harness that gravity by, as the systems begin to fall, harnessing or putting in our hearts what we would like to see. Somebody said, pull the surrender cord. Pull the surrender cord. I surrender. And envision. There's a difference between surrender and giving up. What's the difference? Giving up means I'm just not going to try. I don't give a flying flip what happens. That's a technical term. Surrender. Surrender. Oh my God, what a higher level game. Surrender is like falling into the hand of God while putting out there to the universe what you want and watching that hand lift you up to exactly what you want or something even better. Sorry, getting emotional, hitting that table a little bit. Or something even better. So surrendering is falling into what I will call grace, while putting out there from your heart what it is you desire. Now, I was talking about with the School of Mystics in this past Wednesday, how so many people feel like giving up at this time. Oh yeah, we have an amazing class Tuesday. Tuesday, we have an amazing class where I can teach you how to contact your angels and your guides, and you can hear from them, you can have discussions, and you can get this channeling and so much more. Automaticwriting.com is the link. Bear will put the coupon code in there. Come join us and be able to get messages for yourself. But in the School of Mystics, that's Tuesday, the School of Mystics, I was talking about how there's an energy of exhaustion right now. We are all exhausted. Oh my God, the assassination. Oh my God, what's going on in Ukraine? Oh my God, what's going on with the storms and with the heat? Oh my God. I feel that energy just shifted tonight. Did you feel that? It's disconcerting. It's uncomfortable. We're going, good French word, mon Dieu. What do I do from here? But the energy I watched, like throwing a stone into the water, or tonight Hannah Bear was picking up scoopfuls of mud off of the beach here, and she was throwing them into the water and getting these giant splashes. I feel like we finally feel empowered to scoop up dirt and get the splashes to go through. Somebody saying a link isn't going through for automatic writing. Please let us know, and Bear will take care of it, and Ian Bear will take care of it and make sure that the links will work. Aaron Wexler saying, I feel amazing. There is a palpable energy shift. And Lulu, you're going to be going through this too, where we start to feel empowered now. We don't know why. We don't know what it's about. But suddenly, and it doesn't matter. If you wanted Biden, that's awesome. If you want whomever, that is awesome. If you want Trump, that's awesome. I'm not a political guy. Guess what? None of those systems, whether we want candidate A, candidate B, party A, party B, none of them are the long-term answer. None of them. Because we ain't parties. You can't say, oh, that's my left arm. I'm in support of my left arm. No, I'm in support of my right arm. It don't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. But what we get tonight is, ooh, I can start to create something special. Beth is saying it. I feel magical things are happening. I have an opportunity to create. And we start to, and Josh just had an earthquake near him at LAX. Oh my gosh, I pray everybody is okay. Forgive me, the only statement that I can say about everything is, how does it get any better than this? And what does how does it get any better than this mean? It means we're open to new possibilities at this time. We're open to new creations at this time. We're open to new ways of being at this time. So we moved into a new house today. Wasn't at all like I was expecting it to be. It's amazing. It's grand. It's great. It's nothing like what I would have desired. And my finite thinking mind goes, and Jessica's like, oh, because I hadn't even seen pictures of it. Jessica said, let's go for it. I said, I support you. And we got in there, and my egoic thinking mind is going, no. And she's like, your energy's freaking me out. I'm like, tell you what, let me go home to the RV. Let me get grounded, and everything will be fine. or something even better. I just need a mocha. Nanya, I don't know how good of a president. I'll help everybody be a wonder. If I'm made president, can I give the power to everyone? Because that's how this place is going to work at its best. It's going to work its best by consensus, not by a popularity contest, but by all of us putting something on our hearts and casting the vote from our hearts. So I stepped back, I went out. I feel so much better. That's what I want to talk with you about for the rest of this time here this evening. And I've got like copious quantities of notes from the angels and guides, and I am going to see how much we can work through this because of such a world of possibility that is with us today. Virginia. Glanced out my window today and I felt the energy shift around noon Central Time. This is what I'm talking about. We went from total exhaustion to this wave coming over the earth. Okay, let's be honest. It's a wave of, oh, crap, to all of a sudden, oh, wait, what's going to happen from here? This is exciting. This is new. There's potentiality here. Somebody's heart votes for tacos. I'm with you. Please. Oh, Hannah Bear today, she saw Daddy. I am a huge hot pepper aficionado. And she saw Daddy having habanero sauce. And she asked to try it. And I said, Hannah Bear, are you sure? And she's like, yes. So I put a drop on a spoon. She went, to her tongue. I put it on her tongue and she goes, ah. I'm more like, again. So I gave her 2 drops of habanero before I went on to my scorpion peppers, which was hot for me tonight. I haven't had them in a while, but I did not give her the scorpion peppers. But what she was doing is experiencing without judgment. Experiencing without judgment. That's what we get to do. And next week, I'll be in my new studio. It was set up and ready to go tonight, but we had way too much to do here at the campgrounds. And Hannah Bear just needed to play and play and play. There's a river that goes by with a beach, and there's playgrounds, and she just wanted to play. And there was no way that we could do anything about that. That was awesome, pure awesomeness. But next week, and for automatic writing on Tuesday, we'll be doing it from the new house and new studio, and definitely School of Mystics Wednesday. We'll be doing it from the new house and from the studio as well. All right, let's dive into the meat of the teaching. If we called it good right here, this would actually be enough. I will go into the teaching, but if you take 3 things away, first off, you create with the love that's in their heart. What do you wish to see at this time? Not against anything. Please don't put into your heart the love of the demise of anyone or the demise of anything. That cancels itself out. And the poison that you wish to others is the poison you drink twice. The poison you wish on others is the poison you drink twice. Why would you do that to yourself? Put in your heart what you desire. That's the first thing. Second thing, join us for automatic writing. Another shameless plug, Tuesday, so you can talk with your angels and guides rather than getting it from me. Third, I'm going to try to see if I can find a way to put it on the screen. We have a newsletter that goes out every single day with an attunement, an energy shift for you. dailywoohoo.com. Come on over to dailywoohoo.com. Let me help bring your energy up each day. Why does that matter? Well, there's a funny word I'm going to use in here, but energy trumps matter any day of the week. Kathleen, you're right, peace. Energy trumps matter. If I can shift your energy, you will shift the matter all around it. Discarded vet documentary. They are poisoning all of us. I would say they are poisoning all of us if we choose to believe that. In other words, that doesn't mean there isn't stuff falling out of the sky. That doesn't mean there's stuff in the water. There doesn't mean that there isn't a lack of stuff on the farms. But it's what we project energetically that matters most. And we can't put ourselves in a state of victimhood for anyone, or they have won. We can't put ourselves in a state of victimhood. Why? They've won if we become sheeple. We don't become sheeple because they dumbed us down with the water, with the fluoride, with the chemicals in the air, the aluminum, the blah, 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 blah. No. It's a choice that we make. Are the replays of the School of Mystics? Every single week's worth, hundreds of classes. You get hundreds of classes, all the replays you could ever want, and they're just as important and are replayed as live. And the clearings work just as well, and the meditations work just as well, and the attunements work just as well, and on it goes that you get in the School of Mystics. I'm super biased about this stuff. I was thinking about this earlier today. What's my mission? And I hope you share the same mission with me. Raise humanity up. Raise the world up. Shift consciousness. Shift the energy. We can call it any of these different terms. But it's to bring everyone up. Not the rah-rah up. Not the motivational speaker up. But a shift of energy, of frequency, of vibration. Which all begins in here. And all begins with that choice. So the question is, where do we go tonight from here? First, we go to a place of healing. Then we envision a new future. But we need to go to this place of healing. What does this mean? First, it means do not judge. Do not judge. Do not, well, we get to stay out of a place of disheartenment. It's something I mentioned last week. But we do not judge anything that is taking place. Why? Because if you do not judge it, yes, Dharma, it is an inside job. Love you, Dharma. If you do not judge it, you allow things to open earth. And somebody said, my purpose is on earth as it is in heaven. Perfect words. Perfect words. Heaven on earth. Perfect. If we judge something, we clench tight and we don't allow for possibilities. This doesn't even look good. Knuckle sandwich. I had a lot of those as a kid. I was on the receiving end. But if we open up, all the great things you can catch because you didn't judge. Now, we get to feel what's on our hearts, though. There is such a thing. I did it for years. I held space in a meditation center. I'm not thinking of anything. I'm holding space for others. I'm not thinking of anything. I'm holding space for others. Dude, your business is crashing. Your wife is getting very sick. You've run out of money. Nothing's working around you. Oh, yeah, and you're broken. Maybe you should be thinking about stuff. Or more to the point, maybe you should be feeling what you need to feel. All right. First thing, I guess it'd be like the fourth thing tonight. Do not push your feelings away. Please do not push your feelings away. Do not medicate them. Do not numb yourself out to them. RJ, send all my love your way. Do not push them away in any shape or form, but we get to go through all of the feelings. That's what's most important here. So, if you're in disbelief, if you're in shock today, if you're in whatever, I don't discount that at all. I say, it's okay. The angels would say that's okay. Please feel these things and do not medicate them away. Do not numb yourself away. Do not meditate them away. Feelings are markers. They're guideposts. They're steering. They help guide us in a specific direction. So we absolutely want to feel what we feel. So what about the collective at this time and the feelings about the elections? Everyone gets to feel what they feel. And we can plug in and feel what everyone feels as a part of the healing process. What's the healing process? Well, I mentioned it, I think I mentioned it last Sunday. I mentioned it in the School of Mystics on Wednesday. I'll mention it again here tonight. AI is healing. What? No, not that kind of AI. But that was done for a reason, so that you would remember it. Awareness and intention. First, you must feel everything. Now, this is a show on angels. It's a show on the messages that the angels are giving us. And again, that's why I've got automatic writing teaching you Tuesday, so you can get the messages from the angels. All right. Let's go highest level energy here for a brief second. And when I stop like that, when I do an awkward pause, used to be when I would coach people. I don't really do much one-on-one coaching anymore, but when I would, I'd be talking and all of a sudden I go, and I come back up with a message. Well, this is when I go like this. That is my head dropping down, me listening, and me going to what the angels are saying. And what the angels are saying right now, and it's also in my notes here, so they're speaking to me twofold. Um, we don't have to go this alone. We don't get to go through this. We don't have to go through this alone. So if you're like me, you're getting 111 and 1111 and 222 and all of these numbers so much right now. It's the calling card of the angels. So this morning we were headed to the new house, and we got oh, the GPS said you'll arrive at the new house at 1111, 1111. And then we left the new house, and I'm bewildered, and I'm going, oh my God. It's great, and it's amazing. It's just not at all what I expected, or what I would have envisioned. It's probably the or something better. And we got stopped at a road cleaning, actually, of all things. And they had one side of the road closed and the other side of the road closed. And Jessica's like, look at the clock. And it was 111. Of course, we're all getting these repeated digits right now to make sure that we remember we're energetic beings. We're actually divine, infinite, immortal energetic beings having a finite, temporary experience in human form, but we ain't matter. Matter ain't matter. This ain't solid. This has an illusion of being solid because we have things firing, flipping back and forth so fast. It appears with the essence, or with the state of time, it appears to be solid. But if we slowed down time, and time's not real, we would see it's energy. It's just energy. As energetic beings, we can call on other energetic beings for bonjour, Mora. We can call on them for assistance. We can call on other energetic beings for assistance. So you get your 111, your 222, your 444, your anything right now. And you go, oh, thank you. You're giving me your calling card. You're listening. Hey, I could use some assistance right now. There is no need at this time in the latter half of 2024 to think that we are simply physical beings and to not ask for help, to not go, or to go it alone. There is never, ever, ever a need to go it alone again. Call on assistance. Rachel's saying from Delray Beach. That's where my parents are. Actually, 2/3 of the year, that's where they are. Not today. Call on assistance. Call on assistance. Call on assistance. Now, right now, the biggest thing we've got going on is our emotional state. So call on assistance with your emotions. How am I feeling? Oh my God, I feel so spun. Oh my God, I'm in such pain. Oh my God, well, hopefully you might be starting to feel hopeful, but whatever it is, angels, guides, why am I feeling this right now? What does this mean for me? What do I do with this energy? What do I do with this energy? Stardust. Who can I call on when I'm grieving? Angels and guides. And Stardust, love to have you in on School of Mystic and automatic writing, and even write us if you can't. If you can't swing us, write us. We'll help get you in. Why am I grieving right now? How do I get past this? Not how do I heal this grief. Grief is actually a very great, powerful steering tool. But how can I breathe again? There are so many of us. I, in a sense, sound like I'm making light here tonight. A lot of people have been sucker punched right now, or feel the wind is completely knocked out of them, or are looking at the news and going, oh my God, the world is done. The world ain't done. The world is just getting started. Hot tub, Emily. The world is just getting started. And then second, Emily, would be as you go down the hill out in the neighborhood, it's about 100 yards to the ski resort. How does it get any better than this? Not skiing in the summer, but running and biking and this and that. So many good things to do in town. So the things in the house that I like the best aren't the things in the house. But it has lots of space, and it has giant tubs for the baby. How does it get any better than this? Kitties are going to be so happy. It is about at this time feeling what we need to feel, connecting with something greater than ourselves, not someone greater than ourselves, and asking for help and information and guidance with the energy that we're feeling, for the feeling has a message for us, and the feeling has a message for you. A key point. So Colleen's saying feeling so much sadness and emptiness. So Colleen, you go into the sadness and emptiness and you ask, you look at it energetically, Colleen, rather than saying I am sad and empty. Because what I does is suddenly you take ownership of this. Instead, go up above, pretend you're floating in the cloud, pretend you're floating up in the corner of the room. Look down at yourself and go, oh, Colleen's feeling sadness and feeling sadness and what was the other thing? What was I going to say? Just feeling sadness right now and go, well, why is she feeling sadness and emptiness? Oh, you're feeling sadness and emptiness because of this, that, and the other. How can I help you with the sadness and emptiness? What is that sadness and emptiness here to teach you or to share with you? Or how is it here to guide you? And angels and guides, she's feeling sadness and emptiness down below. Can you help us with this? Notice you have then separated yourself from the sadness and emptiness. You are not the sadness of emptiness. Now the sadness and emptiness can be a guide. And now you're calling on higher energies, shall we say, to help transmute, to help transform, to help alchemize those energies into something positive that you can use, and a guidepost or a direction or even a map to guide you there from that sadness and emptiness. So we say, why am I feeling down? Why am I feeling low? Why do I feel shattered? Why do I feel unsafe? That unsafe one is huge at this time. Up until today, there was a collective sadness, not even that far underneath the surface, but a collective sadness or grief right now that is, how do we put it? The emotion is not the emotion. Never look at the emotion and say, that's it. Always look at the emotion and say, what's the emotion beneath the emotion? What's the emotion beneath the emotion? So there's a sadness, been a sadness and grief and exhaustion in this country, no matter what party you're on. Again, round planet, ain't no sides. But there's been a sadness and a collective sadness and grief. However, if we say, what's the emotion below the collective sadness and grief, people go, anger. Okay, I'll buy that. And being in Quebec right now versus being in the States, oh my gosh, can you feel a difference in the energy up here? Everybody has a lot of the same collective grief and sadness, but the anger that's in the States right now is toned down up here. It's still here, but it's toned down. Okay, so we looked at collective sadness and grief. Then we peeled that away, and then we saw anger. And then we peeled that away. What's the emotion beneath that? Fear. Fear. Oh my God, what's going to happen with the world? If this guy is elected, what's going to happen? If this the candidate is elected, what's going to happen? Now that this candidate is not even there, and then this other one's going to be, what do you call it? Endorsed or whatever. It's all about fear. And I call them the papers. But there's people really reading the papers. Some people still read the papers, but I'm here in my head for my French lessons. Les journaux, journal. There we go. The papers are pimping fear. Oh my God, are they pimping fear? The papers right now are going, we're in the money, we're in the money. Because of how much they're going to be able to get your eyeballs, how much they're going to be able to get your clicks, how much they're going to be able to get your attention and take your attention away from the awareness that you want on the inside of what you really want to do to create. Vote for this person or this party or this is going to happen. Vote for this party or this party, this person or this party, or it's an end of democracy. Fear, fear, fear. Yeah. Weather, weather, weather. Fear, fear, fear. The fear is the emotion that's been driving us right now, and it takes us away from what matters most. And a key point, and I mentioned this last week, I'll bring it back up this week. We are addicted to fear. Fear's been here to serve us. Fear's been here to guide us. Fear's been here to keep us alive. And so we, as a culture, as a species, are addicted to fear. Now, and I'm looking at my notes and I'm looking at the time. I get to move quickly and I'll try to get to people's questions as best as I can. However, how do we know if we're addicted to fear? Well, first off, you can go to your heart and ask, Am I addicted to fear? The second thing that you can do, and certainly your first response is going to be there. The second response that you can do is ask your angels and guides, am I addicted to fear? Am I addicted to fear? Now, actually, I'll give you a third reason. Then I'm going to go back to the angels and guides. I'm an addict. Whoa, can't believe I'm going to say that. I am addicted just as much as anybody else to wanting to check out the news stories, to wanting to check out the gloom and doom, to wanting to check out any of this, and not car accidents anymore. But my amygdala, my nervous system, if I go in, it starts to get this rush. It's kind of wild. And now I'm very particular about my energy. I don't play the rushy rush game. I look at everything and I want to understand what it means, and then I want to let it go and understand what it means and let it go and want to understand what it means and let it go. So I knew I needed to look at the news, negative worthless stimulation, as I call it, before going on air tonight to know what the latest is that happened. I knew that I wanted to go after automatic writing because they've been talking about Biden's withdrawal in the Angels Guides. And so I needed to go and check after my automatic writing this morning to see if it had taken place. But what I do is I get in and I get out. I get out fast. I look at the headlines very briefly. Unless it's a positive story, I'll dive in there. And then I get the heck out. Why? Because I am not going to feed that flame with kerosene. I'm not going to give my control away. I'm not going to give my power away. If I need to, I'm going to call on angelic assistance and say, help me to take a look without getting stuck in this stuff. They're counting on you getting stuck in this stuff. This is why it's so important to go to our angels, so important to go to our guides, so important to go to our elders or whomever is on the other side. It's part of why I teach automatic writing, is to anchor into something greater than ourselves. And then be able to ask for help with the emotions, ask for help with what's going on. And Aya Bear, if you will put down the link for everybody there, and you'll put down the coupon code, I think I know how I can switch that and put that up for people here. We get to ask for assistance at this time. And the most important thing that we get to ask for assistance with is healing. Understand, beneath everything that's going on right now, there is a wounded inner child that's grieving. Mont Tremblant, Loannis, in the heart of the Laurentides, is where we are right now. We are grieving as a society. We are grieving as a planet right now. And we get to go beyond ourselves to grieve and to heal. Now, while there is fear of uncertainty, while there is fear on all of these things, what we really get to do is play this game at, and I love what the angels told me about this one, a whole nother level. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if this will work. Ooh, that might work. That may or may not work there. We get to play this game at, and that class is this Tuesday. So Aya Bear, if you can write that link again, but say Tuesday class. We get to play this game at a whole nother level. What in the world is another level? It means there is so much more possible that we cannot see when we're on the fear train. Now, I called it yesterday. It was 2 days ago. It was a big day for Hannah Bear, Mama Bear, and myself as we went out canoeing in the morning. And then we found ourselves, we were going to a butterfly exhibit at a mall of all places, and found ourselves in an amusement park in the mall. I didn't even know that existed. And then found ourselves in a skating rink inside the amusement park. Quebec City is pretty interesting. At a mall. And I found myself, as a former speed skater, Olympic Training Center trained, not that good, but was trained, found myself teaching her how to skate. And I slipped. Actually, technically, she caught her blades. I'm holding her. I slipped and fell. And I held her up as I hit the deck so that I would take the hit. And guess what happened? Well, yeah, first, it hurt. And it hurt badly. And so I kind of scraped myself off the ice, sat on the side, and Jessica, Mama Bear, is like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like, I'm going to need a minute here. I'm going to need to take a big minute. And I'm saying, why don't you go skating with Hana Bear now? I'll be all right. I'll be fine. And so I sat there on the side and I felt into the pain and I felt beyond the pain. And what I felt was the fear. Fear I won't be able to train. Fear I won't be able to swim. Fear I won't be able to play. Fear, 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 fear. And then what did I do with that fear? I asked for help getting rid of it, but first I asked for help understanding it. Angels, please help me understand these emotions. Angels, please help me understand why I fell. Angels, please help clear these things of me for a brighter new day. But angels, please help heal my heart. Earlier I mentioned AI. It stands for awareness and intention. The first half of healing anything. Well, and the shoulder's doing much better yet. Now, I think I'm probably able to swim tomorrow. Might give it one more day. I have been lifting for moving. I have been able to get Hana Bear back on my shoulders where she belongs. So the first awareness, though, in healing anything, or the first component in healing anything, is awareness. The second part is intention. Intend to live at a higher level. Intend to play at a higher level. Intend to be healed. Intend for something greater to come out of anything. Everything in your life changes when you're aware that you are a God here on earth. You're a God here on earth? That's blasphemy. No, let's talk about fractals. You are not the entire universe. You are not the entirety of the universe. But you are a key component of it, infinite in all directions, and everything that you do matters. Which means that if we recognize that you're falling on the ice, you're falling on the earth, you're falling out of grace, you're falling whatever is actually here to serve you, and you are a God. Oh, goody. It must have happened for a reason. Something great is going to come out of it. Oh my gosh, somebody's mentioning poutine. Poutine is French fries with gravy or French fries. They put French in anything with French fries. I can get a vegan or veggie chili with French fries in it here. Everything. Everything, though, is here to serve you. And it means if you understand that you are a God, that you are immortal, that you are the divine, that you are playing with infinite energy, that you hit the deck and you go, oh my God, that hurt. And you have awareness, okay, that hurt. And you say, why did that hurt? What can I learn from that hurt? That's again why we're teaching automatic writing. That's that link there. What can I learn from that hurtedness? Why is that hurtedness here to serve me? And then let's have intention. What would I like to come out of it? How would I like things to be even better in the future? Well, as soon as I get through this, maybe I get back in the gym. Maybe I get things even stronger. And at Mont Tremblant, I can get to a gym here. Palm Coast, gym's pretty far away. Mont Tremblant, nothing is far away. I'm going to be hanging at the gym. I'm going to get these suckers even stronger. Yes, Quebec's forests, parks, and lakes are amazing. I have been dumbfounded. The people are incredible too. I have been, and I grew up only a couple hours from Quebec, exaggeration, 2.5 or 3 hours from Quebec, and I never visited, not once. Came here for book tour like a dozen years ago, still didn't fully get it. Understand though, let's bring it back, let's bring it home. Everything has energetic consequences. Everything has energetic consequences. What does that mean? It means if we understand, and this is where we're at as an iteration of humanity, this is where we're at individual. If we understand that everything has energetic consequences, and we can learn how to let go of the ones we do not want and bring in even more of the ones we do want. What in the world does that mean? It means we get to let go of attachment. And that may or may not be my last key note here tonight. I keep on having the next key thing and the next key thing and the next key thing. And I'm going to mention this again. The more, I'm putting this in the chat as well. Please hit the like button if you like this. Likes we get, the more the algorithm shares the show. So please hit that like button and share it with the world. So there we go. I'm learning how to play with this so we can get these messages out even more. Let's talk about pain and suffering. And forgive me, you've probably heard this before. There is the pain of having a car drive over your foot, or the pain of me falling on the ice. Ow, that hurts. And it does. Now, if you've got a car driven over your foot and you're in pain, I would say the first thing to do is get the car the heck off of your foot. But the real pain that takes place, so there's the pain that takes place when you fall, there's the pain that takes place when the car is on your foot. But the greater pain that we're talking about is what we call suffering. What in the world is suffering? Another word for suffering is ruminating. This is an important word to understand today, specifically today, with Biden, with Trump, with everything, is the word ruminating. Why? Because we ruminate and suffer based on what we attach ourselves to. Oh my God, the Democrats are only saving grace because if Trump gets elected, the whole world's going to go to heck. Okay, maybe. Oh my God, they could put another candidate in, and Trump might not be reelected, and the whole world is going to go to heck. Oh my God, we attach ourselves to an outcome, and we have no end to our suffering. Oh my God, I fell on my shoulder. Everything's going to be over. I got in the house, and I have as much an egoic mind as anybody. That's why I needed to get out of the house and go ground. And my mind is going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's a beautiful house. But it was going, oh my God. And that's rumination. That's suffering. We go to worst case scenarios. I tend to say them out loud, and then I go cancel, clear, release. I go, what was I saying? I've gotten much better at it. Today, I boo-booed. Why did I say that? Because I feel it so strongly. All right, can I give it to the angels? Can I give it to the guides? Can I learn from that? That's what's most important. Because what comes out first is typically just a fear-based statement. Today, it's like, oh my God, the country will blow up, the world will blow up, the environment will be destroyed, the economy will be destroyed, my life, my savings, my safety, democracy will be destroyed. What these statements are always statements about the death and destruction of our peace, our safety, and our lives. And that's ultimately what this all comes down to. But we must and get to ferret them out for ourselves and ask, what does this personally mean for me? That's why we go to our angels and guides. That's why we take a deep breath. It's why we slow down. Campground has just started getting quiet. There's, I think, a 10 o'clock curfew. So we'll make sure at 10 o'clock we're going, we'll go silent at 10 o'clock. All healing begins when we recognize the energy and we ask for help transforming or transmuting the energy, particularly if we find ourselves suffering, if we find ourselves ruminating, if we find ourselves stuck on what could happen. Or put another way, if I walked into this gorgeous house earlier today and I had no record of the past and I had no record of the future, maybe I woke up from amnesia and I'm in this just gorgeous home. Oh my God, I won the lottery. Woohoo! It's the greatest thing in the world. Or if I woke up with a Hana bear in my arms. Woohoo! I won the lottery. Now, if I had attachment to he or she needed to be a certain way, the home needed to be a certain way. If the home is this way, then it's going to mean that. If the home is that way, then it means the other thing. All of a sudden, I am suffering. Now, it sounds like a first world problem, and in many ways it is. But, and first world is such a demeaning term, so please forgive me. It sounds like such a affluent society problem, although that I'm going to call that material wealth because there are many societies that seem to be much more affluent where it matters most. But we're all going through these challenges together. We are all going through these challenges together. We get to time slice our lives, meaning imagine that you're in high school biology again, and you're taking a slice or a sliver or something and you're putting it on a slide and putting it under a microscope. That's where we get to time. That's time slicing something. Hopefully not a frog or something. I love you, frogs, but you get what I'm saying. We get to time slice our lives so that you look in this moment. In this moment, I'm in a campground. It's phenomenal. I'm speaking to you. It's incredible. We're shifting our energy. This is magnificent. Look at how many likes we've got. Ooh, 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 ooh. You're time slicing. My guess is right now, here in this perfect present moment, it is a perfect present moment for you. I love this. Michael's Inspire Nation just hit 555, and it's actually well over that now. It's too cool. You time slice in any particular moment, and it's too cool. And if you can't time slice, if you can't anchor in the present moment, if you can't be present with the goodness and grace, help. I looked at the papers today. I looked at the Guardian, the Epoch, the New York Times, the Huffington Post, the something from Dubai or Mumbai or whomever or wherever. And my heart's just going, Buddha, 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 Buddha. Great. Taking it back to the present moment. Am I perfectly safe? Am I good? Am I at peace? I should be, but I'm not. All right. Let's get some assistance on board. Let's call on some help. And let's say, where is this energy coming from? What is this emotion? What's beneath the emotion? What's beneath the emotion? And what can I do with all of this? That's where we get to play the game. Why am I teaching automatic writing Tuesday night? And Bear, if you put that link up again, I'll put it there on the screen for people. Why am I teaching automatic writing? And forgive me if it seems like I'm very bullish about this, but it's literally saved my life. If I did anything without angels and guides, Bear would be the first to tell you. At least in the past, I would have been a loopy mess. I need to go to something greater than myself. I need that higher level understanding. I need to be able to cancel and clear the suffering to be able to get back to who and what I truly am. Letting go of suffering is not convenient. Let me tell you that. It is much easier to hold on to our suffering, to hold on to our misery, to hold on to they did this to me. It would be so much easier to do that. But guess what? It doesn't benefit anyone. Bringing your energy down to help appease anyone or anything does not bring anyone up. So, when you go down, when you realize you're feeling crappy, when you're suffering, we don't want to attach ourselves to it. Typically, what a suffering is the death of an idea, the death of a dream, the death of a way that we wanted things. That's actually not a bad thing at all. That brings us to today. That brings us to the death of would Biden be president again? We're not judging it, but something new and different is going to happen. Something new and different is going to happen because of today. If we let go of that attachment, President Biden let go of that attachment. He allowed room, he allowed space for the or something better. Deaths of an idea or concept. Let me say this last point, and then I think I'm going to jump off early and take a couple quick questions. And probably won't be able to get to a meditation tonight, but I'll teach you automatic writing Tuesday. I'll give you a meditation on Wednesday if you come to School of Mystics. And then next week we have a massive clearing. How does it get any better than this? Death of an idea of concept is not the death of the dream itself. Death of an idea or concept is not the death of the dream itself. What does that mean? All right. 2 years ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I qualified for the World Championships in the triathlon, specifically Aquaman. Very little running, but a version of triathlon. I was on Team USA. How does it get any better than this? Actually, I'd like Team World, but I'm on Team USA, or was on Team USA. Pretty cool. And then Hunabear needed minor. It was minor. Heart procedure to take place at just about the same day as the race. And eventually, I'm going to stop telling the story because I don't want to anchor in anything. Her heart is like macho, major strong, so much stronger than ours. It's crazy. It's amazing. Thank you. I'm like going, thank you, angels, thank you, guys, thank you, angels, thank you, guys, thank you, angels, thank you, angels, thank you, angels, thank you, guys. Race was supposed to be on the same day as her heart procedure. Well, there's no question. Not going to do the race. Didn't do the race. Contacted Team USA. Hey, can you help me get into next year's race? Because if nope, sorry, you're going to have to requalify. All right. So I go to requalify this year. Go to get back on Team USA. I've been hit by a car a couple of years ago, and I decided I didn't want to do triathlons on the road, only off-road triathlons. Safer for me, safer for the family. And I did the national championships, and coming out of Florida, flatland, rocky terrain in this race, national championships on the New York, New Jersey border, got my butt kicked. Got sixth place, but to say I got sixth was very, very generous. I walked that run. Was first on the swim, was almost first on the bike, got a flat tire, was second on the bike, but then I walked the run. So, all right, we'll do better in the next race. And came up here to Quebec. Well, guess what? They're even better at off-road triathlons, I'd have to say, than people are in the States. It's just more popular sport. And got my hat handed to me again. And I said, okay, well, I ran a tiny bit better in this race. Let's see what we can do in the next race. Trained as much as I could, just not much time between races, and was focused more on Hunabear and Mama Bear. And did the next race last weekend. And major improvement, but got my hat handed to me. And still... I'm used to being at the very front of the pack, near the very back of the pack. This has to do with the death or dream of an idea or attachment. Or excuse me, the death of an idea of concept is not the death of a dream. I've stepped back. I've said, Michael, are you having fun? First off, in that last race, and you know, people are passing. Bye, don't forget to write. Somebody says, that person's in your category, don't let them get ahead. And I'm like, bye. I'm doing all I can. I'm overheated here. I've been training in northern Canada, and today is like 90 some odd degrees. It's hot. Bye. The death of an idea or concept is not the death of the idea or dream itself. Meaning, I am not going to suffer by having an attachment to a particular outcome. Oh, I can see my breath. Maybe you can too. No, not coming across on camera yet. I will let go of the attachment of needing things to be a certain way. Even all the same time, I hold on to that dream of how I want things to be. You as a God, you as a fractal of the universe, your dream matters. We can't ever have you stop dreaming. That's the true death. That's when they've got us. Your dream matters. So today in particular, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican, whether you're a zebra, I don't care. Pounding on the desk again. No matter what country you're from, don't let the dream die just because the attachment to a particular outcome has let go. There are two ways that we can face anything in life. One is celebratory, and that is the light. Woohoo! While the other is a focus on the future with heaviness, with scariness, and fear that pulls at our hearts. So we can look at today and have an attachment, no matter what that is, and we can go, or we can go, woohoo! Something great will come out of this. I'm going to write one more time. Please hit the like button, as the more that like the show, the more YouTube shares it and helps shift the planet. That's what we're doing. By focusing on a better outcome, by focusing, wow, it deleted my comment. That is weird. Bear, can you write that for me? And then I will press this share comment to get that up on the screen. The more that we focus on our dreams, and these can be individual dreams, and thank you, Allison. But today I want a collective dream. I want a Martin Luther King level dream. Have the greatest dream. Have the most profound dream. Have the dream where anything and everything is possible and how you want to see the world. Have that dream. And that's the world you're going to see. So today, as we're hitting that tabula rasa, I'm going to type it one more time. Please, please forgive me for this. Click the like button. The more that like the show, the more the algorithm shares it with others, and we help shift the planet. So the question is, can we literally shift the planet just with our thoughts, just with our energy, just with our ideas, just with our beliefs? More than you could ever, ever, ever possibly imagine. More than anything in this whole globe. It's all an inside job. So we're talking about voting, and we're talking about, as we mentioned at the beginning, not a voting of leadership, but of wondership, meaning of coming together, of kinship, of us all together as one. If we hold a dream of a better, brighter world, that dream will come place. What's taken away from us is when we're put in a place of fear, when we're told we need to vote for this person or this party or the whole end is coming. That happens too. But you can create this wild, beautiful, incredible future for yourself and for all of us by where you go in your hearts and where you go with your dreams. So I'm going to open it up very, very briefly to questions here. I've got 10 minutes of this campground before I get to shut this off and be polite for everybody's sleep, for everybody's curfew. So let's see what are just a few quick questions. Again, a couple key things. First off, we've got automatic writing class on Tuesday. I want to help you to channel. I want to help you to be able to hear from your angels and guides. I am so far not unique at this. Anyone and everyone can do it. Anyone and everyone. Second, go to dailywoohoo.com. Want to bring your vibration up? Go to dailywoohoo.com, where I give you a dose daily goodness. It's called an attunement, and that helps bring your vibration up. Why are vibrations so important? Because it changes everything. So let's go to a few quick questions here. So we've got people joining the Backstage Pass. That's where we've been putting out videos, which admittedly have been too few and far in between as we've been traveling in Quebec. But now we're off the road for almost 4 months, beginning tomorrow. And so we're going to get even more behind the scenes videos, goodness, all sorts of stuff going on with the family. What's going on in my heart. I'll be sharing that with you in the Backstage Pass. Kaylin, can you explain about a blueprint major life change event? I lost everything during awakening. I felt blockage and rejection when I tried to get my career back. I was told my new beginning is coming very soon. Logically, I don't know what I'm supposed to do since I got rejected from whatever I tried. Kaylin, you get to congratulate yourself. You get to both congratulate yourself and you get to grieve. Awakening experiences are often either followed by or preceded by a cosmic 2x4. That's sort of how they work. Often it's, do you want to get the message the easy way or the hard way? But we got the reset button. Kaylin, when you get the reset button, and this is for all of my coaching clients, and particularly for people who came to me for coaching, and before they even began, they said, I'm thinking of getting a new job, or I'm thinking of leaving my spouse or partner, and I'd be like hiding under the table going, oh, good grief, because immediately upon saying I was thinking about, it happened. It happened faster, and it happened more energetically than they ever expected. And they're left going, what happened? Where do I go from here? What do I do? Kaylin, what you just hit is tabula rasa, the blank slate moment. And the universe is not going to allow you to move forward until A, you process, and B, you allow yourself to be reassembled in a new way. This process often takes much longer than we expect. Sometimes it's faster. But what we get to do is be extra, Kaylin, loving, kind, and gentle to ourselves through this process. Allow the reassembly to be ugly. Allow it to be dirty. Allow it to be difficult. Allow it to be changing. Allow the chaos. Because guess what? If you don't spill all those Legos or whatever it is across the floor, you can't find the pieces that you want to reassemble them in a new and even better way. We need to allow them to be spilled out on the floor, and we need to allow ourselves to process that. Please allow yourself to process it. Don't, if you can afford it, I put that in quotes, if you can make it through this time period, don't try to get your career back. Allow things to be messy and ugly, and allow things to present themselves to you. So I've got Jane saying, your thoughts change your vibration. Yes, go to a place of possibility. After, Kaylin, we lean into the emotions. We lean into what's going on. And we feel it. Let's put it one more way, and then we're going to jump to the next question. Whether it's a near-death experience, whether it's a Kundalini rising, whether it is anything glorious or vanglorious, integration is a bitch. No matter how much we learn, no matter how much we're now open, no matter how much we now understand, when the world blows apart all around us, we don't know what to do. That's not just okay. That's perfect. But we get to feel it and we get to be with it. Today, in a sense, the world just fell apart to be reassembled at a higher level. It doesn't matter what party you support. The world just fell apart so it can come together at a higher level. And for a lot of us, I feel right now in this moment, a heart stabbing, Caleb. That may be your heart stabbing. And I urge you, cancel, clear, release. But I need you to feel it. Feel it. And then know, put on your heart that something even better is possible. Something even better is possible. It is. It is possible, and it is great. So Stardust, going to Stardust 29, yes, this is the beginning of a new paradigm shift. Actually, we're in the middle of it now. Patricia, Michael, yes, change is happening. How do we fit into the grander scheme of things? Oh, we're going onto the galactic stage. We're going onto the stage where we are not just playing at this physical level, but we're playing at a much higher, a much grander level, at a level beyond anything we could ever imagine, of not just, I joke about 3D, 4D, 5D, 7D mongos. It's not about what dimension we're playing at, because we want to stay here in the physical while we chose to be here in the physical, to play a physical game, but we want to do so while remembering that we are more energetic beings. That's what we get to do. This is helping us springboard into a greater version of humanity. This is helping us springboard into more of who we are capable of being as a species, and as a planetary species, as an interplanetary species. So we put that, Patricia, in our hearts. So, Mouse Nation, do you think the states will split? Do I think the states will split? Only if we choose to feel that in our hearts and choose to focus on that will they split. I see it coming together at a higher level. I've had people on who've talked about a state split. I've had people come on who talk about a schism in humanity. Those who are awake, those who are asleep. I don't see it that way at all. That's not the image that I'm projecting through my heart. The image I'm projecting through my heart is us all coming together as one, as that wonderment, as that oneness. That's how I view things. Mouse Nation, is it possible? Of course it's possible. Future isn't written. It's what we wish to project onto this palette or onto this screen of what we would call the future. What do we wish to see? Information gatherer. Why are intuitive saying Biden was to win and others said he was neither, was to stay in office? Changing energy, yes, but would have seen regardless. How do we believe anyone even with distance? Okay, this is a brilliant question, and we actually have on a guest again this Thursday who did make a prediction a month or two ago that Biden would win. And this is a very question I'm going to ask. Here's how I see it. And it's a reason that I will never, ever predict an election. Here's how I see it. One, the world is ever changing. All somebody can give you is a preponderance of the evidence based on what is on humanity's heart on any particular day. Preponderance of the evidence, meaning the scales are tipped in X, Y, or Z direction based on where people's hearts are. Understand, the shooting last week changed people's hearts. It completely rocked the boat. And the boat will never go back to the stability it had before, even if the stability was instability. And that one event, actually, you can see it directly led to Biden stepping aside today. You can directly see that. So one is that the future is not written and it's what we have on our hearts. Two, every single channel or medium I have ever met still has a pulse, which means they're still taking it through their own filter as best they can, but they're still taking it through their own filter. And I know some that are just incredible, but they're still taking it through their filter. That is why I do things like teach automatic writing. Why? What does that have to do with a channel or medium? Because I would rather you take it through your filter and go directly to your angels and guides than have to deal with someone else's filter. This is so key to understand. The less people that you have in the way in that chain between you and direct source, between you and direct information, the clearer the channel, the clearer the information you're going to get. Aya Bear, can you put that link down one more time? I will put it up on the screen. We have about 1 minute left before I have to get the lights dim here. I do want to see everybody. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday for automatic writing, School of Mystics Wednesday, daily woohoo. I'll give you a daily dose of vibrational goodness. In other words, your energy shifts just by reading my newsletter each and every day, and that's dailywoohoo.com. I'm going to put the link to with a discount code so you can learn how to channel on Tuesday. And let's go to Dodo Max for the, Dodo Max and Diana. I can squeeze both of these questions in. Dodo Max, what needs to happen for a better world? Dodo Max, you need to happen. You. Focus on the better world in here. I know I'm tapping a lot. Thump, thump, thump. Focus on the better world in here. You will bring it about. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have even a really clear idea. What would you like to see? Love, abundance, us coming together as one. I was having a giant mass party on Earth going, we did it. Having the ETs come down and go, you guys did it. Let's welcome you into the galactic community. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's what it's all about. That's how we do this. And I'm not making light of it. Diana, how can we send love to the entire planet? Just by doing this, focusing on the love, focus on feeling the love, focus on sending the love, focus on being the love. And oh my God, can you imagine, Diana, if we took everybody here right now and we made one giant hug? One giant hug. I'm like squeezing Hanover. Oh, one giant hug of everyone, Diana. How would we all feel? That's what this game is about. That's what this highest level is about. That's where we get to play. Last word, because it's curfew time. You're not just the answer that you seek. You are the change maker. You are the divine. You are a fractal of the whole. You are the universe. You are God, not the entirety of God. You are immortal. You are energetic. You can change anything. You can change everything. Go in here, feel everything, become aware, and then go in here and set an intention of what you would like, and then call on divine assistance to work with your team. You don't have one angel by your side. You don't have 10 angels by your side. You have thousands of angels waiting to help you. All you need to do is put out the word. I love you so much. I wish you the most amazing evening ahead, the most amazing new day ahead. We are in the new future. We are in the new earth, and you are the new answer. Woohoo! How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? And now music and an ending screen from my sister, literally my sister, award-winning musician, Ayla Ray. Lots of love, everyone.
Every day there's a new horizon. Birds keep on singing, earth keeps on spinning. Time to toss any fears that rule you. Dance to vibrations, no limitations. Shine, oh dream